Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be going over my money goals and budget for December. I can't believe I'm already filming this video. It is about to be December, the final month of 2021. I feel like this year just started, but we are at the last bits of it. So for the final month of the year, I really need to get my shit together. And that's kind of the thing is I'm going to be getting back on track this month. Now, December's not going to be perfect. I'm not going to hit my money goals that I had for the year. Obviously, if you've been watching me since the beginning of the year, I made some pretty big goals that I am I was wanting to be completely debt free. I'm not even close. So that's not going to happen. I don't think I'll be able to reach the emergency fund I wanted. I don't even have that much saved for my student loan debt in general, but we're not going to let that hold us back. Honestly, I have done a lot of personal shopping in November and October, as you guys know, and we've got to do something about that, and that is up to me. There's a lot of things that I can work on to reduce my spending in areas that I don't need to be spending money. There are also a lot of things that I had to pay for, or I ended up paying a lot extra for, like my health and my dog and such this year. So there's just a lot that kind of held me back, but a big part of it was me holding myself back when it comes to my financial goals. And with this journey, this debt-free journey, and even just my financial journey in general, there's always going to be ups and downs. And for a long time, I was going up, and for the most part, just staying up. And more recently, it's been down. So we've had some ups over the last few months, of course, and me saving money in general and getting closer to my goals every single week, every single day is a good thing. You know, it's happening, but definitely not progressing as much as I could, and that is my own fault. But that's okay. As I said, I'm not going to beat myself up. We are just going to get back on track in December as best as we can, and then go forward from there. Just set myself up for the best 2022 as I can, and just focus on my financial goals a lot more than I have been. So with that being said, I want to go over my money goals first for December. And that first money goal is going to be having $11,400 saved for my student loan balance. If you watch my November budget video, you'll know that I set a goal of saving $11,200 in that video. But that's not going to be even happening for November. I know that already. It's only November 23rd, but I know that I'm not going to hit that. And I'm not being negative or anything. That's just the reality of it. Like, it's just not happening, and it's okay. But I went through some deep numbers in my calculator, in my budget for December and January, seeing what I could actually, like the end of November, December, and January, seeing what is actually realistic for this month. And I think I can afford to put about $600 in the month of December toward my student loans, and that would put me probably around $11,400. So that's what I'm going to aim for. Maybe that's too easy, but that is just what I'm going to aim for. Ideally, the number I would really want is $12,000, but we're going to say $11,400. My next goal is it's a little embarrassing, to be honest, because I've taken a step back, and I had already achieved this goal earlier this year, and I had to deplete my emergency fund a little bit. And now my new goal for December is to save $3,000 again in my emergency fund. My initial goal, my initial plan was to have $6,000 by the end of the year. If you remember last month, I was talking about, okay, I need to save $1,075 each month and I'll be good. I'll reach that 6,000 point, but it didn't work out that way. So now I am a little bit lower than 3,000 in my emergency fund. I am not choosing to prioritize that for December. I think it's something I'll prioritize more in January, February, so I can reach that 6,000 mark, a little bit later, but still get there. But for now, I think it's just 3,000 is a good number to aim for, and I would be pretty content with that. Of course, again, ideally my goal is to have $6,000, but for me to come up with $4,000 in 5 weeks is just, maybe I'll make some money somewhere, but 3,000 it is. I will say that my job is pretty stable I also have side hustle income that's maybe, you know, not as stable, but it's always there. I've been making consistently over $1,000 every month, so it helps me out. I obviously need an emergency fund. That's something I want to have and want to continue to grow, but my full-time job is quite stable and should be for quite some more time. So I am not too concerned about having like a huge emergency fund. It's not like anything crazy should happen. Maybe I shouldn't even say that, but yeah. Anyways, let's go to the next goal. It's to make at least $1,500 in online income. And this is gonna come from all of my sources of online income, but I really want to work on increasing my financial coaching income. So this is going to require me getting a couple of new coaching clients. So if you're interested, I always have it linked down below. I help people to pay off debt, to budget, to save, to just get on a better financial track in general. And I do want to expand that business even more. So I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think I'm going to start I've just got to take more action on that because I don't promote it very often. And it is something that I do want to do more than I do now. I have a few clients currently. I love my clients, it's amazing, and I wanna help more people, but I am gonna put that link down below. If you're interested, we can start before the new year so that we set up a strong 2022. So that's my goal, is to make at least $1,500 from everything online, but also going along with that to gain at least 2 new coaching clients. Okay, but with that, let's go ahead and get into my budget for December. I'm going to go down to the bottom of the screen and I will share with you my spreadsheet. If you're interested in this spreadsheet, I will link it down below. You can download it and copy it for yourself for free. We're going to start with my income up here at the top. My work income is $5,134.44, the same every single month. I get paid one time a month. This is pre-tax, so I do have to pay quarterly estimated taxes, and that's what these numbers are calculating off to the right. All of this income is pre-tax. Next is my business income. I'm assuming I'll make at least $1,000 because that's what's been happening every month. So that's what I put in for now, is $1,000. Hopefully this will be over $1,500, but this is just for me to get an idea of how much money I can spend in the month, but this of course may be higher. I didn't end up filling anything for other income, but it will probably be $150 to $200 at least, but I didn't end up filling anything there. I did put $500 from sinking funds, and that will come from one of the line items that I mentioned down below. So I'll come back to that, and we can go ahead and get into my budget, which looks a lot like other months, but a little bit of changes. Okay, so we're gonna start with my taxes, which again, I said I have to pay quarterly estimated taxes. So this money I just set aside into my high yield savings account, and then I access it when I need it. So I'm expecting about $1,200. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's a little bit lower. All right, for sinking funds, we're going a little bit lower. I'm going to put this at $965. It may be a little bit higher than this. Ideally, it would be higher than this. This includes the 400 something that I think 465, yeah, that I put toward my 8 sinking funds. There's 7 sinking funds that are, various ones. And then $500 toward my emergency fund, which will allow me to hit that $3,000. If I have room for it, I may put a little bit more toward my emergency fund, or I would just put that toward my student loan savings, but I'm not really sure yet. We'll just wait to see what happens. My Roth IRA, I'm gonna put in $150. I actually wanted to talk about this. So you'll see for M1 Invest into VTI, I am gonna do 0. So typically over the last 2 months, I've been doing $90 since I haven't been paying for that stupid life insurance policy. And I was gonna put the $90 into my Roth IRA too. So for a total of $240 to my Roth IRA, but I figured it's best for me not to do either. So I am gonna do the $150 to my Roth, but since that $90 isn't that's not that much money, but I figured I would just keep that so I can either put it toward my emergency fund or my student loans. It just seems to work a little bit better that way, but I'm not really sure. So at this point, I'll probably just do the $150 toward my Roth IRA, and also $10 toward crypto, Coinbase, just because it's $10, and that's I don't know. I feel like crypto has some potential, so I do want to keep putting a little bit in that each month. I plan on donating $60. Rent, trash, and my pest fee is $1,411. Renter's insurance is $13.83. Wi-Fi with Google Fiber is $55. My electricity will probably be lower than this, but I always budget about $70. Water and sewage is going to be $42.09. I do always know that the month before, so that's correct. This is up a little bit higher, but that's fine. It's not that much. Groceries, I went with like a little bit of a happy medium, I guess you would say. So $375 just because groceries have been going up a lot more. Plus it is, you know, around Christmas time. So who knows, I'll probably be buying more stuff to bake or something, but $375 should be reasonable. Food out, I'm hoping I don't go out at all, or at least if I go out, I don't spend any money. But I'm gonna put $30 just in case. Lately, I've been taking 2 trips to the gas station each month, so that's been about $80 because gas prices have been going up, so I'll keep it at that. I think that'll be about the same. For my student loans, I'm hoping $600 at least, so I'll do $600 for that. Health and beauty, this one was a little bit hard for me to figure out, so I don't think I'll have any appointments because I ended up working everything out where I put them all either in January or February so I could get a break in December. I stopped acupuncture. I do need to purchase sunscreen for my face because I'm about to run out of that. I'll probably buy that in December unless I can make it last through the month. I do need to purchase supplements, like my usual vitamins and supplements, maybe $100 worth. And then I know I need to purchase a protein. So I've been getting a very specific protein that's really expensive, like $104 expensive for 30 servings. But it was recommended it's like to help my gut lining with everything going on. So I'm putting this at $250 because I think I can manage to get this under $250. And I'm pretty positive I won't be having any appointments. I may get a bill. I didn't make a co-payment at one of my appointments, so I may get a bill for $40, or maybe I'll just pay it when I actually go there again. But we're gonna go with $250. That's pretty low for, you know, compared to everything else, but I think we'll stay under that. Please, please. Like, I need it to be at $250 or less. For my phone bill, that will be $40 as usual. For my dogs, send that to my sister, $100. Business is going to be $130, so this will include my Tailwind subscription as well, which is just like a automated Pinterest posting thing. Not too bad. Okay, for gifts, honestly, I wasn't sure about this. So this is the $500 that I mentioned above, the sinking funds, because I do have $500 in my gift sinking fund. So I put $500. This is assuming I don't do any Christmas shopping for the rest of November, which I might, but honestly, what I'm trying to do is not have gifts this year. So I need to talk to my family and like work it out so that either we're just literally just buying one gift for each other, like, I don't know, $25, $50 max per person, or like I don't want any gifts at all. I truly don't. Like, I don't want anything from anybody, and I honestly don't feel like buying. I find Christmas to be very stressful because of the gifts. It can be fun sometimes, but I don't know, just the idea of like spending $500 on gifts that a lot of people may not even use is just frustrating. That's where I'm at lately. Me and my boyfriend were discussing like, this is what we wanted to do for this year, but it's not gonna be happening. It's like take a trip and completely skip Christmas, kind of like Christmas with the Cranks, but actually follow through with it. But maybe next year. All right, Netflix, $13.99. I am going to continue that. I am budgeting a little bit for personal, but we are getting serious in December, as I said, and all I'm gonna do is buy a notebook and a planner, because that's what I buy every December. That should be about $30, not even. I'm gonna go to Walmart and buy what I usually buy, like a bullet journal notebook, and then a planner there for like less than $10, because yeah, we don't need to get fancy. That's all I'm buying. That's all I'm buying for myself in December, okay? Okay, y'all gotta hold me accountable. We are going to do this. I don't need anything else. I have spent enough on myself in the last couple of months, and we should be good. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm seeing that I have some money left over. So maybe I should change something. Okay, so far I would be spending $6,125.91. But that leaves me with $500. The reason that this happened before is because I accidentally didn't change this. Before it was at like $1,500. So either I could put more to my student loans or I could put more to my emergency fund. Can I put 1,000? With everything, I was calculating everything out, and maybe it's not possible for me to do that. I don't know. Should I change it, or should I just like see what happens and then hopefully hit 1,000? I think that's what I'll do. I don't want to get my hopes up, so I'll keep this at 600. Keep my sinking funds at 965 and go from there. It looks like I have money left over, but honestly, I don't know if that's accurate because I still will have stuff to pay by the end of November, like to catch up on. I don't know. Anyways, that's my budget for December. You can see that it's not as bad as it has been, and I really think I can stick to this, assuming all things go as planned. But all right, that is my budget and my money goals for the month of December. Please comment down below what your money goals are, how you're feeling about the final month of 2021. I'm looking forward to it. Even though I haven't been making such great progress, I'm still making progress, and I'm eager to make that lump sum payment in January, assuming we do have to make a payment. Like the forbearance will end. So the more money I can save up by then, the better. And it's just exciting to see the progress. So I'm still looking forward to it. December is always a pretty exciting month in general, just because, you know, more fun things are happening and it's just the holiday time. But hopefully y'all will be good financially. Please do not go into debt for gifts. Try to avoid that as best as possible, because it's just not worth it at the end of the day, you know, like, please, it just blows my mind. I was talking about this with my boyfriend the other day, that people go into thousands of dollars of debt every Christmas to purchase gifts. And, you know, that may be on top of their other credit card debt or car debt or student loans, all their other debt. And so then they try to get out of that debt until the next Christmas, or they try to save up for the next Christmas, and it just doesn't happen, because by the time the next year rolls around, you've paid that amount off, but then you just go into more debt to buy more Christmas gifts. And to me, it's just not worth it. So be aware of that, be careful about it. Comment down below any like frugal gift ideas that you may be doing, because that may be helpful for some people. But yeah, otherwise, please be careful with your money this month. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great holiday season, and I will see you in my next video.